A new survey reveals much about our life between the sheets. Looks like our sleep positions are pretty vanilla. Speak for yourself, with 69% of us preferring to do it on our sides. Staring at the ceiling flat on our back is the happy place for 9% of us. 70% sleep with one pillow, 25% are into a double-decker, 4% like a threesome. Some freaks actually sleep pillow-free. Clean sheets help us sleep, let's face it. Sheet grit does keep us tossing and turning. Most Kiwis change their sheets once a week. Some push it out another week. If you're a bit grubby, it's a month or even more.
When was the last time these sheets were changed?
And get this, almost half of us are behaving badly in bed. Not hogging the duvet or crumbing the bed, 45% of us are using devices every night before sleep. Maybe we should set a reminder, which you'll probably ignore. Joining us now is sleep expert Dr. Alex Bartle. Now, did you find anything surprising in this new study?
It mimics pretty well what we find internationally. Basically what it says is that sleep's a major problem for a lot of people. At least up to 15% of people will actually struggle to sleep, have significant ongoing chronic insomnia. So it's a pretty common problem.
Is it a seasonal thing? How does winter affect our sleep patterns?
In general, because we get far more darkness, sleep tends to be a little bit better. In addition, it's cooler at night, and we do like cool nights in order to be able to sleep better.
And I need to ask you about hypnic jerks. They get a mention, the old hypnic jerk. What is that?
Well, physiologically, we don't really know why they occur. All we know is that they seem to be the transition between wake and sleep. So if you do it, you can be fairly sure you're about to go to sleep. Very rarely they happen again and again and again, and then it's very annoying. But generally they're pretty common. They're often associated with this feeling of tripping and falling, but it does imply that you're about to fall asleep, so don't panic about them.
It literally is just that often happens, just like you say, before you go to sleep.
That's exactly right.
Now, we all know that devices in bed. I'm one of these people that sleeps with my phone next to me. We know it's not good, but how bad is it really for our sleep?
What I generally say is that if you're using your iPhone or your computer and you put it down and you go straight to sleep, you're not going to be coming to see me because you're sleeping reasonably well. It's when you put it down and you can't sleep, which is very common, particularly in teenagers, that we start to worry. And there's no question that it's not only the blue light, which most people know to switch off, so you've got night shift on your phone that gets rid of the blue light, but it's also the fact that it's close to you, it's right in front of your eyes, and it's interactive. You're YouTubing, Facebooking, gaming, Instagramming. That's what keeps you awake and keeps the mind buzzing. But reading static words is fine, but it's when it's flickering and moving, that's when the problem arises.
Do you have a position on the washing of sheets and whether or not that helps us sleep?
I think the rule of thumb really is if you can wash them every week, that's fine. 2 weeks is pushing it a little bit. A month is far too mucky. So I wouldn't leave it for, or many people do. The other side of it, of course, is if we wear pyjamas, then we wash our pyjamas more frequently. If we don't wear pyjamas, then our skin is in contact with the sheets, so you may need to wash them a little bit more frequently.
I'll need to wash them more frequently.
TMI.
Right, Alex, thank you so much for your time tonight. Really appreciate it.
No problem. A pleasure.
Welcome along to the project. Patrick Gower's here tonight. And Kate Roger sitting next to me. There you go, your sleep questions answered. And actually, you have the company of three great sleepers tonight. Jeremy, one of the best sleepers I know.
Corporate gift.
Can sleep anywhere, anytime.
True.
I'm a great sleeper. I get 8 hours a night. You're a great sleeper.
I am. I've been asleep for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. And Patrick?
Absolutely terrible. And, you know, lately with my new show coming out and everything, I've been really, really quite stressed. And actually, a week ago, I just could not sleep at all until... And there's 3 words for this. I found a solution, 3 little words. THC. C. Yeah.
It's the active ingredient in cannabis?
Yeah, that's correct. And I actually got that prescribed, believe it or not, by my doctor, which you can now do in New Zealand. Some small little drops, and instead of taking Zopicone, which many people will know is a sleeping pill, it leaves you feeling really quite chemical. I just had these little drops the other night, and I can tell you, I slept well, and for the first time in years, I did not have any hypnic jerks.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the last part's a bit confusing, but it's I'm shocked that a doctor can do this in New Zealand.
Yeah, it's been in for a while, and as people will know through researching my weed documentaries, you know, I saw it there, and of course when I started to, you know, have these serious sleep issues last week, instead of going back to the Zopicone like I had done a few years ago and used that and felt, you know, really sort of chemically the next day, cannabis, it's such a low sample of THC in the weed dropper. It's prescribed by my GP like anything else, and it got me on track. I had a good night.
I thought it was just the name of a show, but you really do have issues.
I'll tell you one issue you're not going to have tonight, and that's a cold neck. That is beautiful.
Cozy.
Well, this also sort of helps with the hypnic jerks.
Okay.
Sure it does.